All right, welcome to Viewpoint on Money Watch Monday's edition on Delta Rainbow Television, Warri. Today we're looking at a topic that is gaining global traction, artificial intelligence, AI. And we're asking the all-important question this morning: how can AI unlock new economic potential for Nigeria? I have in the studio this morning our guest. We're talking this morning on how AI can grow the Nigeria economy, as it were. I have seated next to me Mr. Afiemo Edafe. He's the super team lead, Nigeria Delta State. Good morning and thank you for coming.
Yeah, thank you for having me here. It's a pleasure to be here. Good morning, ma'am.
We also have Mr. Nyerhowo Isuru, Superteam Warri lead. Good morning and thank you for joining us.
Good morning.
Mr. Nyerhowo, let's just start with the basics. We're talking AI, we're talking the economy, the Nigerian economy, we are talking growth. When we talk about artificial intelligence in economic terms, what do we really mean and how do we define the opportunity?
Okay. So starting from the basics, artificial intelligence refers to programs, softwares, and machines that's able to perform tasks that normally requires a human intelligence. So using AI now, trying to boost the economy with technology like this means that the economy will be more efficient, more better, because things humans can normally do by themselves, machines can do it better since they don't have any flaws.
All right, so it's that's basically it, as it were. So now the opportunities. Let's go to Edafe now. Walk us through some sectors where AI can have the most immediate impact, using Nigeria, of course, as a case study.
Okay, using Nigeria as a case study, I feel where AI can work perfectly first is the agricultural sector. You also have the fintech sector. In fact, most sectors now that are, gaining traction and have a high rate of technology, I think AI is going to be very, very, very efficient in those fields. Yeah.
All right, fintech, agriculture, fintech. Now let's talk about readiness. Before we would even start to talk to the people, we know that we're still even having conversations with people not even embracing and leveraging social media. We have conversations where you see people make a post on Instagram and you see in the comment section of some videos say, take this to Facebook, this is not supposed to be here. So we still have a people that are still trying to grapple and leverage off of social media, and now there's AI. How do we penetrate the minds of people? How do we tell them that we are not just speaking English, as it were, or talking terms, that this of course can be converted to reality? Where do we start from? Do we need to get the government and private sectors to come in and to ensure that we do not miss out on the opportunity? Nyerhowo, what do you think?
Okay, the term AI now is not really something new. I think the only difference now is that it's becoming more practical.
Exactly.
Like it dates back as late as the 1950s.
So clearly we are even late. So
Yes,
we
so
are late
yes,
to,
we are
and we are
already
slow.
using AI, but it's becoming more accessible.
Okay,
to
okay,
everyone.
okay.
Like phones now, for example, we have the Apple phones, Android phones, we have voice command. Things like this are already AI. But what is happening now? We have an AI now, like generative AI, ChatGPT, which many of us know. So
Yeah.
it's more accessible. So many of us already know how to use tools like this. But what needs to happen for those now that you mentioned that may not be enlightened, there's a need for the government to ensure that the masses, as the citizens, youth especially, they are able to harness the power of artificial intelligence. So the government can arrange programs like tech hubs. That's exactly what Superteam Nigeria is really doing. They're actually empowering youth to be able to make use of technologies like this.
All right. So super team. Is this personal or is this government based? Dafe, let's quickly talk on super team now that
Okay.
you mentioned.
Okay, so basically, Super Team Nigeria is a Web3 community, and it is solely focused on, harnessing creatives, right? So Super Team doesn't just tell you to come be a member, they tell you, okay, you have to be a member, and they also give you opportunities to, earn money for yourself. And this time around, you are not just earning money, you are earning your money in crypto, right? USDC, USDT, and some other stable coins. Now, what Superteam tends to do is it tends to give people the opportunity, creatives the opportunity to be able to, show their talents. For example, designers, writers, creative writers, and developers, right? So a way of even harnessing our people or harnessing people into AI, we can also leverage on Superteam because there are developers who build things on Superteam or who usually build on Solana. Let me use an example now. There's a current product that is already live. It is called Hey Solana, right? So what Hey Solana does is that you can use your voice to tell Hey Solana anything, and it's going to get it done for you. Let's imagine you want to use your voice to buy airtime. Hey Solana helps you. Once you say, okay, this is the amount of airtime I want to get directly from your wallet, Hey Solana is going to credit airtime to you. That's how seamless it is.
All right, A Solana is what you've said, and then that's the last thing on my mind. And you said Superteam is a Web3
community,
yeah. And it's not just for a particular sect of people.
Yeah.
It leverages and harnesses the gift and the talent of creatives.
Yes.
Nyerhowo, you look like you want to add something to that. Go on, please.
Okay. What I wanted to add to that is that I know you're mentioning about some Nigerians now not really following the flow when it comes to technology and the rest, but many are already enlightened. That's what I wanted to add to it. Yeah, many Nigerians are online that they are following the trend, what is happening, artificial intelligence, coming to technology. So we are actually growing. It looks like we are not growing, but we are growing. So it's just that more need to come on board to know how they can take advantage of such opportunities.
All right, AI, like every other thing that is a part of our life world, of course, come with challenges, concerns. There might be surveillance issues, and people are talking about the job biases. What are some of the risks that Nigerians must watch out for in looking to enhance the use of AI for economic growth? Okay, no, sorry, Nyerhowo.
Okay,
Mr. Nyerhowo.
Okay, so the question is, what are some of these challenges?
Yes.
Now, for artificial
and the
intelligence,
risk to watch out for,
it requires data. It requires data, and then if data is not really regulated, how much data should AI have access to? Pose a risk. So government really need to intervene. They need to set up a structure to ensure that the amount of data that artificial intelligence can access does not really breach our fundamental human rights, maybe taking too much data. So that is one risk. How much data should this AI be able to access? Then something is talking about this making people unemployed. So yeah, most people I won't really say they will lose their jobs.
But artificial intelligence will take their jobs.
So there's a need for reskilling, upskilling for those that are already working, so that they would know how to make use of this artificial intelligence. I think there's a stuff called prompt engineering. So those now that understand where we are going to in terms of they need to upgrade themselves, know how to work with this artificial intelligence. So artificial intelligence will not just come and take your jobs, but those that use this artificial intelligence, they will replace jobs. I think.
I have an addition.
Go on.
So,
go on,
in addition to what he has said, I think one thing we should also take note of is I believe AI is not taking anyone's job, right? If we all can, be able to use AI effectively, I think AI is not going to, take our jobs, right? But we should just, as the world is evolving, we should also evolve too. Yes.
All right. So now let's talk about practical tips of using AI to grow the Nigeria economy. Let's just put that plain out there as we wrap up now.
Okay. So firstly, some practical tips we could, talk about. Let's look into the agricultural sector, for example. Over time, we've discovered that 50% of harvest that comes in from agriculture are aborted, right? Now, why are they aborted? It's because of inefficiency, right? So what AI can tend to help us do is AI can be able to sensitize agricultural producers. Let's say for example when disaster is about to come, AI can help to predict, okay, this is what is going to happen for so and so period of time. We are going to have an heavy downpour, right? So that alone is going to give this sensitivity
Yeah.
to our agricultural producers that, okay, for so and so period of time we are not going to produce this particular commodity to avoid us losing our crop materials.
All right, thank you so much. Do you want to add something to that, Mr. Nyerhowo?
Yeah, I think there are other sectors too that can benefit from this. We have the health when it comes to health.
Yeah, yeah.
With AI now, you may not really need to see the doctor one-on-one. Actually, can just diagnose, also recommend the medication. So there are parts of the country now that do not really have access to proper healthcare. So with artificial intelligence, we can cut across some of these areas.
It's
So
basically
many areas.
yeah, it's basically putting us many steps above what would have naturally. Mr. Edafe, my final question for you would be, if you have to advise Nigerian leaders, Nigerians, public, private, on one priority regarding AI, what would it be?
Okay, my advice to everyone, right, is that we should embrace technology, one, and we should also make sure that we use AI efficiently and effectively, because it is something that is going to help each and every one of us. Even you as a radio presenter here, you can also attest to the fact that AI is helping you for some of your jobs, right? So every one of us should embrace artificial intelligence, whether we are teachers, whether we are businessmen, whatever we are, is going to be very helpful.
All right, your own advice, Mr. Nyerhowo Isuru, as we wrap up.
Okay, is to see how the government can take advantage of technologies like this. So you can make the country, when it comes to governance, everything be more efficient. It's not really to disrupt, it's here to improve the economy. So that should be my wrap-up.
All right, we want to say thank you so much to the Super Team lead, Nigeria, Delta State, Mr. Afiemo Edafe, and the Super Team Warri lead, Mr. Nyerhowo Isuru, for having this insightful, forward-thinking and absolutely necessary conversation with us this morning, talking growing Nigeria economy via artificial intelligence. And like they've said, we need to be able to leverage technology and make use of AI. Thank you so much for finding the time to join us. Thank
It's a
you.
pleasure, ma. Thank
Thank you,
you.
man, for having us.
All right, do stay tuned. Morning Watch on Morning Watch Monday's edition on Delta Rainbow Television continues shortly.
Morning Watch on Delta Rainbow Television, Monday edition.